great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Jaguars head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Jaguars ready to kick it away first. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will take the field first. Cam Cook, one of the top running backs in the game, and we expect them to feed him a lot.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's Bray. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Keeps it on first down. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
That's reeled in. It's struck him. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Jaguars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. He'll pull it on the read. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. The Mountaineers in the hurry up.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Michael Hawkins. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Some misdirection with the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers looking to convert on 4th down. Hawkins keeps looking downfield. Fights off a defender. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Tight end finds a soft spot, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Davenport. Throwing right. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Phillips.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the catch. It's Mathis. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. They go play action with Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Works the middle. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's still running after the move. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. Throwing, Hawkins. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. Michael Hawkins. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab. Oh, the sweet feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cook. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They go to the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be 3rd and long. Hawkins. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The run inside. It's Phillips. Got enough for the first. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Complete. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. They're working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Flips it out on the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 13 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Demon Deacons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Now back to your game in Morgantown. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Jaguars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll run the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Jenkins. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Pulls it in. It's Woods. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Davenport. Blasted as he lets it go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Running inside. It's Cook. Maybe a crease. Knocked off his feet. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. success made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On the ground, it's Cook. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Davenport. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using the quick game. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Finding some room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Across the 15. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Under fire. Touchdown, South Alabama. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. On to attempt the try.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Michael Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Strachan. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The keeper on the option. Here's a little room there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Right back to him on the ground. Puts him in the spin. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Takes it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Throwing, Hawkins.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Quick strike complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw it again. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Quick step and go. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem.
Goes high to pull it in. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The option, he'll keep it. He'll try to take it back. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The short hands, it's Hunter. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Dropping back, it's Davenport. Caught. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. Plucks it out of the air. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Got it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Phillips. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically. Already over 100 yards rushing, but look on the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
Finds a man in the middle. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass.
Looking for more room. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring. screen for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positives, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. But listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.
That's good.